There are two national park properties in our area. Now, one is George Washington Carver National Monument in Diamond, Missouri. KOAM's Carrie Worthen took a trip out to the other one, the Fort Scott National Historic Site, in honor of National Park Week.
So national parks are the story of America. They're the decisions we've made, good and bad. It's what we've done through history that make us Americans.
National Parks Week started in 1991 as part of the 75th anniversary of the Park Service.
There's cultural parks, there's natural parks, and there's parks that are combinations of both. This is Fort Scott National Historic Site is a combination of cultural and natural, more on the cultural side.
According to the National Park Service statistics, nearly 27,000 people visited Fort Scott National Historic Site in 2022. Elizabeth Emmons is just one of them passing through.
By learning history, it's amazing how similar the themes back 150, 170 years ago carry through today. Very familiar. And if we don't learn from the past, we're going to continue having the present that we have.
Ranger Carl Brenner says that sites like these allow people to learn the history that happened in the area.
Sometimes we don't know the barriers exist. So when you come out and talk with us, we'll hopefully be able to understand that better and try to make it easier and more enjoyable for you.
In Fort Scott's case, visitors learn about the Civil War era on the Kansas-Missouri border.
The very first African-American troops to see federal service, to fight for their freedom and the freedom of all Americans, and they were mustered in on the parade ground of this site 13 days after the Emancipation Proclamation.
For visitors like Emmons, it's a window to the past.
Well, I think it's an incredible complete preservation of the site. It's fascinating. I like the architecture. The visitor film provided a great history leading up to the founding of the fort itself, and then through the Civil War and after.
Again, that was our own KOAM's Carrie Worthen. Out of the 20 buildings at the National Historic Site, 11 are original to the fort.